So let's use our newfound knowledge of factorials to simplify these factorial expressions. Yeah, you could type this into your calculator, blah, 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 but what happens if you have a problem where you don't get to use your calculator? I mean, not that I'd ever do that, but just for the sake, let's say I did. So we're going to take a 1 times a 2 times a 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7 times 8 times 9. This is all going to be divided by, well, you have a 3 factorial, so it's a 1 times 2 times a 3. And then you have a 7 factorial, so that's a 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7. Well, the cool thing is what you can do is you can simplify, you can get rid of a whole lot of these numbers just by canceling out. So if you have this 1 through 7, all that 1 through 7 will cancel out with 1 through 7 on top. So you have an 8 times 9 divided by a 2 and a 3. Well, you could just make this 72 divided by 6 at this point if you wanted to. I guess that wouldn't be too bad. So you say we have 72 divided by 6, or you could also simplify your 8 and your 2 and your 9 and your 3. Good times all over. So you still end up coming out with the answer of 12. So let's go ahead and try the same thing with your expressions. Now this is not as nice and pretty because you notice you have an expression, you don't have any numbers. So what we're going to do to write these out is we're going to write this out as on top as a 1 times 2 times 3 times dot dot dot, and you go up until you get an n, this is supposed to be dots, an n minus 1 times an n times an n plus 1. So that's what you have on your numerator. Beep. These are all dots here. And eraser's not working so well. Dot, dot, dot. There we go. On the bottom you have an n factorial. So you have a 1 times 2 times 3 times dot, dot, dot times an n minus 1 times an n. Your n minus 1, that's just whatever this number is, subtracted 1. So that makes sense. So let's cancel out what we can. Well, we can cancel out all this and then all this right here. What you have left over then is just an n plus 1. So that is how you can simplify some factorial expressions with numbers or with expressions.